Can everybody hear me? Can everybody? Yeah. Evening, everyone, and welcome to DRL Div 1. What round is this? Round 7. And we're in Spain. Why is it not following people? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're in Spain. It's another... Wait a minute. Ben Arnold has just been disqualified. How... What is going on? Right. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So Ben Arnold has somehow gone out the wrong way. Yeah. Right. So we're in Spain. It's a normal week. So a standard single quali session and a 50% race. Next week's a sprint again as we go on board with Warman in his Aston Martin, our championship leader. I don't know how this person is our championship leader. God only knows. And he's like 20 points ahead or something as well. Nicely through there. A lot of battery to play with. What sort of times are we going to be getting from Warman 7? It's going to be our benchmark time round the final corner, and a very short run to the timeline. It's a 1:12.606 as we see Mr. Shiesty set a 1:12.583. Who's this? Smoking Cheese is on his outlap. 1:13.524 from C. Geary. Alex UK a 1:11.9, knocking 6 tenths off. A solid start to quali for Alex. So that is Smoking Cheese's target. We're going to follow him round. Sketchy sets a 1:12.7. 10 with a 1:12.8. All competitive times, but not competitive with Alex as Cheese comes through. Is that turn 9 maybe? I don't know. A little bit wide, but manages to keep it on the track. Would that have slowed him down a bit? A bit too much curb there. As there's a yellow flag for an Aston Martin stopped in sector 2. Here comes Cheese to the line. It's a 1:12.2, so yeah, he must have lost a little bit of time there. What's Arsenal boys gonna give us? It's a 1:13.2 for Arsenal boys. New boy Henry 78 in the Red Bull. Must have invalidated his lap and come in. Kushti 86 currently on a lap. Oh no, he's not. He's invalidated. So I imagine we'll see him come back in, or is he gonna? He's gonna continue round. And now set a time. Oh, who else is out there? This is Cheese. Is he going again? Cheese is going again. No, he's not. Dan Tidal Thunder, I think. Yeah, he's on an in lap. Pete. Ooh, you can't park there, Pete. As Seagiri retires from the session. Did he just... Oh, he's gone into the pit wall. Well, that was a bit of a mistake, as Arsenal Boys goes fastest through Sector 1. Determined to improve on his current P9. He's currently 3 temps up. So will put him probably in P8 at the moment. Can he gain a little bit more time and put himself into P7? He goes better than that into P6, 112.725. This is Sketchy Crib. Just on an out lap, I believe, at the moment. As is Peter Taplin. No. Pete's and Sketchy both on in laps. Okay. Arsenal Boys is done. Let's go round with HX Henry 78 making his DRL debut. Some decent. He put into a decent TT times actually. To put himself as a tier 1 in Div 1. What's a 51.05? So, what sort of time? 112.7 for him. Moving Arsenal Boys down into P7, self into P6. Kushti is about a 10.5 down. 4 temps down. This is going to be the end of that run for him. Smoking Cheese on his way out. Oh, he's on a lap. Are we going to get any improvement from Cheese? He needs about 4 temps. Looked quick through Sector 2 there. And he's got like 4 temps and more. So this is going to be a new provisional pole as long as Cheese gets around these final few corners. What are we looking at? An 11.8. 111.825 from Smoking Cheese. Warman currently 7,000th down on his time. Still plenty of the lap to make up. He's going to need at least a couple of attempts here from sector 2. It's not quite finding enough. It might be enough for P3 at the moment, but doubt it's going to be much more than that. As Sketchy Crib starts his second flying lap. Right, what's Warman got for us? So it's a 1:12.567 for him. Let's ride on board with Sketchy Crib in the Mercedes. We're going to see much improvement from him. Uh, 400s down at the moment. It's Mr. Shiesty comes round the final corner. And he's improved by a tenth into P3. Pete improved into P4, P5, and Sketchy improves back into P3 again. So a bit of a battle on the second row places as we heading towards the final 5 minutes of this quali session. Right. Get the football on. Only one car out on track at the moment, and that is Dan. Sketchy coming in to pit. Dan trying to get his lap done early. Who's that? That's Kushti also making his way out. Both these drivers, I think Dan will be alright. Kushti is going to run into some traffic, I imagine. Or maybe not. I mean, it's a strange time to come out. What's that? That's a Red Bull coming out. And a Stake on its way out as well. So that's the Red Bull of Henry. Just letting him past. And Dan he's invalidated at turn 1. So he's going to recharge his battery. And go again shortly. Pete just stalking the behind of Henry. Who else is? So Kushti is on a lap. He's about 2 temps up at the moment. It's not bad. He'll need to find a bit more to put himself ahead of Sigeri on what is probably Kushti's last attempt here. What has he got? He's 6 temps up. So probably not going to be heading into the top 10, but it'll probably be a P11 for Kushti. Right, as we follow, well, we've got a few all on laps here. We've got Henry, Pete. Henry 2 temps down, but he's harvesting it. I think he's aborted that lap. See yellow flags in sector 3. Right, Pete with not much battery left at all, and that's not going to be good enough as Sketchy Crib heads out on his lap. So what can Pete improve to? Pete does not improve. It's not, that's it for Pete. Warman starting his lap. Alex UK starting his lap. Has he got? Oh, he's got Henry right behind him. Sketchy 4 thousandths up at the moment. How are we looking? 6.5 hundredths up. Is Dan managed to get himself a bit of a toe all the way around here? Oh, and he's gone off in the final corner, and that's invalidated by Arsenal boys as well. Don't know what's going on. There we go. Alex UK with 1:11.820. Smoking Cheese is coming round the final couple of corners. He's 4 hundredths up. Is it any improvement from Cheese? No. Wow. 5 1,000ths between Alex UK on pole and Smoking Cheese on the front row. Cheese must have made a couple of mistakes. On his lap. Boys, who calls them steak? We do. Or no one now. We ain't Div 2. Why is he saying we ain't Div 2? So there we have it. Alex UK on P1, Smoking Cheese second, Sketchy third, Mr. Shiesty in fourth, Henry on his debut in fifth, Warman sixth, our championship leader, Ben Arnold disqualified, Maybe Pete was talking about Tem because Tem. Oh, the stream title says Div 2. Oh, I can't edit it now. Oh, I can edit it. Yeah, let's edit it. I think I went into auto mode when I was writing it earlier. There you go. It's edited. Right. What are we going to see from this race? Are we going to see everyone actually finish? Doubtful. Lots of people currently on softs. And according to this, people starting on softs will be doing a 2-stop soft, medium, medium. Will we have anyone doing the medium hard? Alex UK possibly. Pete starting on the hards. I seem to remember this in last season was a very tricky 1-stop. I just have vague recollections. How long have we got until? How long have we got until Man United actually score a goal? It'll be too long. Shiesty to Div 2 still on? No, Welshman. Shiesty was never going to Div 2. His time trial times are so much quicker than everyone else. Well, everyone else apart from about 4 or 5. As they are off on the formation lap. So let's have a look at the tyres. So we have Alex, Cheese, Shiesty, Henry, O'Warman, Tem, Arsenal boys, and Kushti all on mediums. Dan and C. Geary on the softs. And Pete and Sketchy both, and Ben Arnold all on the hards. So it'll be interesting with Ben and Sketchy both on the hards, but obviously Sketchy is going to be a long way ahead of him. But I think the battle here is going to be between Alex and Cheese. Although so far this season, you could say Alex has been a bit of a quali merchant and has struggled with the race pace. Right, as they come to the line, So we reckon it could be 1 stops for everyone, apart from Dan and C. Geary. There's going to be 2 stopping here. A few missing their grid spot. Right. Are we all set? We're all set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing in Spain. And the camera's gone all over the place. Smoke and Cheese are a great start as he takes the lead into turn 1. Alex UK is going to fight him around turn 2 and turn 3. He's going to try and get the switch back. And we've got Henry right up behind these 2 as well. He's going to take it 3 wide. No, it's not. As Cheese hangs it round the outside of turn 4 or 5. I don't know which turn that is. And nice and clean through there. These 2 side by side through most of this lap so far, but now Cheese finally takes the lead. Alex UK forces Cheese to move a bit wide. And Cheese, I think, picking up a warning possibly on this opening lap. So lots of fighting round every corner between these 2 at the front. And it's going to be Cheese that leads at the end of lap 1. And we're all still on track, and there is one very long train. So Alex is going to send it up the inside, probably getting a bit too much dirt and grass there. Henry going a bit all over the place. Oh, it's a goal for Man United as well. Oh, Benjamin Sheshko again. This guy, man. Right, let's have a look. Has anyone picked up any penalties? Oh, Arsenal boys. Oh, Cheese didn't get a penalty warning for that one on lap 1. So a little bit of a gap now opening up between these front 3 and Warman, struggling to keep the pace here. I think he might just make it. Thames, Sketchy and Shiesty all fighting, and they've lost Warman. They've massively lost Warman there. And they've all just dropped the ball. Warman managing to keep hold of this front 3. Sketchy going in pursuit as Mr. Shiesty loses a few places there, just steering off track, and he finds himself in P10 in amongst it all. Oh, and he's gone into the back of Ben. Sigiri picks up 3 seconds. Let's go back to the front where Cheese still following Alex UK, Henry following behind those 2 in 3rd. Warman 7 tenths behind him in 4th, and Sketchy Crew about 1.5 seconds back down the track as Alex UK puts in a fastest lap of a 1:15.251. These four at the front have checked out of it. Shiesty get some wing damage. He's had to pit. He's put on what tyres has he put on? I'm not going to see from this angle. That's some nice hard tyres for Mr. Shiesty. Remember, this week, next week, we've got we're back with our reverse grids. So this week's results will have some effect on who starts where next week. And these two again battling through turns 1, 2, and 3. That's just letting Warman get a bit more comfortable following around here. So Tem now is in pursuit of leading pack. He is actually breaking some ground. As these lots keep fighting in front. I mean, Tem's caught up a second and a half. Sketchy has fallen 9 tenths behind him. He's put himself on the back of the leading train. So I think he might. Sketchy managed to keep. He hasn't managed to keep the DRS, but I mean, that is some pace by Tem. And this guy's supposed to be Div 2. As Arsenal Boys picks up a 10-second penalty for a severe collision with Pete. Pete has lost his front left end plate. I'm sure that is going to be one for the stewards. As Arsenal Boys doesn't even get awarded for cutting the corner there. This is probably going to see Arsenal Boys retire. Yeah. He's going to retire. Pete's going to put in a ticket. He's going to get a quali ban next week. So Arsenal Boys retires from the session, as expected. Is Pete going to hang this out? Don't retire, Pete. Still a long way to go in this race. Tem and Henry need to be careful here with the ghosting. I'm not sure whose view that is. So Henry is in. The medium's coming off. The hard's going on. So I think Henry's committing to a 2-stop. What's going on at the front? This is pretty ridiculous. I tried to keep DRS as sketchy and absolutely fucked it. Went flying to the gravel track, onto the track and killed him. Literally nothing I could do. My bad. I mean, it sounds like you rejoined the track right in front of him from that description. I'm sure we'll see a ticket for it. As Cheese and Alex UK go into turn one side by side, yet another lap. I mean, it's been clean driving from these two at the front, although they've allowed Warman to stay with them, even though these two are quicker. Tem probably took a bit of life out of those tyres, catching up with that leading pack. It'd be interesting whether the one stop or the two stop is going to be the one here. We watch Cheese and Alex come down the pitch straight for the 10th time today, and for the 10th time probably side by side. Just Cheese looks like he just has that little bit more life in the tyres. Has that little bit of extra traction at each corner. It looks like Sketchy is gonna get himself back on. I think Tem has just wiped his tyres out a little bit. Just been a little bit too rough. Because he's allowed Sketchy to bridge that gap to him. Ben Arnold not too far behind these two either. If only he'd put in a quali session. So we've seen Alex UK has now come in. Is he going to come out ahead of Warman? No. Warman's going to get the undercut, it looks like. Oh no. So Alex UK stays ahead of Warman. That was big that he managed to do that. Be interesting to see what happens here. Right. You can see the state of Thames tyres actually. Almost lose it there. So Sketchy gonna make a move into turn one. No. Can't imagine he'll want to be staying behind Tem for far too long. He needs to make these hards work for him whilst he can. Ben Arnold has just come in. and he comes out just behind Henry. So where's Sketchy going to be on 10 in this lap? I think he probably thinks that Tem will be out of the way on this at the end of this lap. I can't imagine Tem staying out any longer. I mean, how many laps are we looking for to make the one stop work? 13 to 15 from the mediums. So this is the minimum. So Tem's going to keep going. So imagine a lot of everyone else is probably on a two-stop strategy. Apart from Cheese, Sketchy, and Tem at the moment. Sketchy's going to just bide his time. He's going to need, what, 19, 20 laps, 21 laps, between 19 and 21 out of the hards. Right, is he going to make a move this time? He's a lot closer. He's within half a second. And Tem just a little bit too quick down straight. And it's going to be another lap as Ben Arnold sits a 1:14.752 as a new fastest lap. I don't think Sketchy can get the win, but a podium is on for him. Same with Tem. Tem's in the fight. I mean, they're all on one stops. If they can, these top three can pull off the one stop, that is the top three that finishes the race. Everyone else has to stop again. Let's have a look at this little battle. Back in P6 and 7, we've got Ben and Warman. Ben low on fuel. This Cheese on fuel, yeah. We haven't had a safety car or a VSC yet. Minus 0.8, and she's going to start thinking about. Well, Tem has dropped Sketchy. Our closest two battles at the moment is Kushti versus Alex and Warman versus Ben. And Alex is going to sweep it round. He'd had enough of waiting, wasn't going to wait a couple more corners. And he takes the position off Kushti. But it's going to give him a nice dose of DRS to try and help catch him up as Ben stays behind Warman for another lap. Tem and Sketchy back together again. I think Tem is really struggling now on those mediums. I imagine he will come in at the end of this lap. Can we see last lap? No, it'd be helpful if you could see like his last lap time. I think you can probably see it. Yeah, so Tem is in. What was his last lap time? It was a 1:18.5. So slow. As Sketchy continues on, Alex UK will take the lead of this race, but likely still needing to stop Ben Arnold and Warman out. What Ben could do here, if he wants to play the team game, is defend for his life against Cheese. Hold Cheese up and let Sketchy use those hard tyres. Warman probably wouldn't mind that either, because he probably wouldn't mind Cheese not getting the win here, knowing that Alex UK and Sketchy Crib could steal it. Tem has ended up quite a way back down the pack as Kushti picks up 3 seconds. So Warman is in. No, Warman is not in. Who was just in? Oh, Sketchy Crib is in. Sketchy Crib is in. He's going to come out. It's important he comes out ahead of Tem. Is he ahead of Tem? He is. So Ben and Warman need to try and work together here and not let Cheese catch both of them. Cheese 1.1 behind these two now. Tem managed to take those mediums 16 laps, which is absolutely insane. patient can smoking cheese be? Oh, as Ben slips a little through the little chicane there, and he's going to be put under pressure. Warman up against his championship rival. Cheese manages to sneak past. Now Ben. Oh, I think he's cooked his tyres. I think the rears have just cooked on Ben Arnold's car. And it's going to be easy work for Cheese to get past. And Ben has let Warman through. Probably just try and cool the rears down. Maybe Warman the better chance of keeping up with Cheese. Ben is in. Sketchy moves into P3. Alex UK on his way out. So Alex is on his final stint on the mediums. Ben manages to keep P7 on his final stint. Is the two-stop proving quicker? I mean, how long has Warman been out? Oh, it's 12, so he's going to have to go 21. It's doable. He's probably at a point now where... Oh, yeah, I was going to say he's probably at a point where... Is he going to defend for his life on the hards, or is he going to go for the mediums? So... I mean, this is worrying for tomorrow night. Tem is battling for a podium. Which is pretty ridiculous. So it's going to be a procession for cheese. You'd think. Alex is 13 seconds back. I think it's about how quickly he can get past Sketchy. Going to be another disappointing week for Warman, who could potentially lose his lead in the championship today. What was P5? I think it'll be close. I can't remember what his exact lead is. Let's have a look. Standings. Oh, 13-point lead. How many points does he get for P5? Gets 11 for P5. Yeah, so he'll lose the... Oh, when the fuck did the safety car come out? Sketchy picks up a drive-through. Oh, how's he managed that? So that is potentially the end of Sketchy's race. How's he managed to pick up a drive-through? Speeding under the safety car. So Sketchy's going to have to... He's picked up 3 seconds, so looks like Sketchy rage quitting. Yeah. So Cheese is going to whack on some mediums. What's Alex going to do? A lot of these have only got fresh softs. So Alex putting on the softs and a new wing. Warman on the softs. Tem mediums. Henry stays out. Dan I think he's sure he's well under. So Dan has no front wing whatsoever, so that's why we've got a safety car. Pete stays out. I'm going to have a look at who's on what here. Pete's on 8-lap hards. I suppose he's not going to gain. Ben has stayed out on his new hards. But Ben on... Oh, this could be interesting end to the race. You're going to get a couple of laps behind the safety car. Who wins from here? Probably all depends on many more laps under the safety car? Ben wanted the safety car to be as short as possible. Alex wants it to be as long as possible. He might get another lap here. We're going to get another lap. Yeah. So we're going to get one more lap under the safety car. As Pete gets a 10-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. Oh, Pete. Pete. Is he going to let him serve it? Yeah. What's he put on? Please say he put on some softs, Pete. To get a shimmy on as well. And he's put some softs on. Hopefully he should catch up with the pack. The safety car is in this lap. Pete is probably just about going to be with them in time. Right, who wins? Who wins, chat? Who wins? Oh, Sketchy got screwed by the game. Oh. Or Sketchy. Right, Ben Arnold is going. Cheese is right behind him, and he's got a lovely toe down towards turn one. Is Alex UK going to send it on Cheese? They're going to go wheel to wheel, and it probably gives Ben a little bit of breathing room. Alex doing what he can to get ahead. Warman, I mean, Mr. Shiesty at the moment is sitting P5. Right, back for this front lot as Henry goes off. Henry's off. It looked like he got shunted. We completely missed that. Who got a warning for it? No one got a warning for it. Oh, he went straight off into the wall. Right. So Ben still leading. I mean, this could be something. Going for a last to first and did one for Ben Arnold. Smoking Cheese bearing down on him. Alex UK in P3. Warman, Kushti, Tem, all with 3-second penalties behind. C. Geary in P7 with a 6-second penalty. Mr. Shiesty in P8. Pete in P9. If they can, those two can stay up, they can gain some positions at the end. As Ben comes towards the last couple of bends, really slowing it down. Has he got enough to stay ahead of Cheese? I think he is at the moment. Cheese fighting him, pushing him round those opening 4 corners. Has a look up the inside, but just decides to stay behind Ben. Is he going to hang it up around the outside of the hairpin? No. He's going to go for the switchback though. And doesn't quite get it there. I mean, this could be one of 4 or 5 drivers here that could come away with anything from P1 to P5. As Ben rounds the final corner for what will be the 3rd to last time. She's still not quite enough, as Dan there's a yellow flag for him. This could be something if Ben can just withstand this pressure from the drivers behind. I think if either Cheese or Alex gets past, then he won't have anything to answer with the hard tyres. It's another yellow flag for Dan in the Ferrari. She's got so much battery to play with. Imagine he's going to have a go at this and a go at claiming the fastest lap, I think. Because he's going to use it all right now. I don't think Ben is going to be able to answer to this. And Ben manages to defend brilliantly through turn 1. I thought that was Cheese's for the taking. Ben has defended that perfectly. That reminded me of it was George Russell versus Max Verstappen a couple of seasons ago. Just squeezing up the inside to keep the position. And this is going to be the last opportunity, I imagine, for Cheese. It's going to be a drag race to the line around the final 3 corners. And it's going to be a win for Ben Arnold in Spain. Smoking Cheese P2, Alex UK P3, Warman in P4, Pete up to P5 after time penalties, Mr. Shiesty P6, 10 P7, Kushti in P8, Sigiri P9, and Dan just crossed the line. Thank you. And Dan in P10. What an end. what an end to that race. Brilliant defence by Ben on that final lap. And Ben makes it a clean sweep with the fastest lap, the driver of the day, and the cleanest driver points. A huge week for him. 28 points on the board. Warman is, I think, just about going to keep. He's going to keep P1 in the championship. Alex UK will be closing in on him. Cheese closing in on him, and Ben Arnold will be making a significant stride up the standings as well with that performance. Right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. It was pretty boring up until the end right there. Join Pete and possibly Newton tomorrow night for Div 2 in Spain, where we're going to watch Tem win. Probably Jockey come second, probably Sway come third, Harold come fourth. Yeah, because they're all Div 1 drivers. So join Pete tomorrow. Next week, we're in Singapore for another sprint and reverse grid race. Join us then. See you then.